Hey everyone, this is Austin from the NERF Hyper Core, and this is an unboxing and review on the NERF Hyper Mach-100. The Mach-100 is one of the new recently released Hyper Blasters, and it is actually a fully automatic blaster. It's actually kind of similar to the Percy's, so let's check it out. Included with the Mach-100 is the blaster itself, 80 hyper rounds, the instructions, and some safety glasses. This blaster requires 6 D batteries. To insert the batteries, first loosen the 2 screws and then take off the battery cover. Then pop in the batteries and then don't forget to put the cover back on and tighten those screws. Before we check out the Mach-100, let's take a look at this new Hyper Round because it is a brand new ammo type. So first I'm going to talk about the color. On camera it's showing up as more of a yellow kind of color, but actually this is kind of like a greenish yellow, like sort of lime kind of color. Also the size, they're definitely pretty small. I'm going to do a size comparison in just a second here. And then probably the biggest thing is that these things are made out of rubber, not foam. They're actually made out of rubber, a very like soft and squishy rubber. So here it is next to a rival round. As you can see, definitely a pretty big size difference. Here it is next to an elite dart. And then here it is next to a mega dart. And then yeah, let's just throw in a vortex disc just so you really know how small these things are. Now that we've taken a look at the new hyper ammo, let's check out the Mach-100. Starting at the front, obviously there is no end strike barrel attachment point, and then up here there is a flip up sight, which is definitely pretty cool. There's also a little tactical rail, and there's actually a second one too, down here. Up here we have the hopper, so yes, this is actually a hopper-fed Nerf blaster, which is definitely very cool. What's nice about hoppers is that they're pretty easy to refill. You know, you can just dump the rounds in and blast away. The advertised capacity for this is 100, which is why this thing is called the Mach-100, but I'm pretty sure that this can actually fit, like, a lot more. Like, kind of like how the Percy's, I think the Percy's, the advertised capacity was like 100 or something, but it could actually fit like close to 120 or something, so yeah, that capacity isn't actually like the full capacity. It can go beyond 100 rounds. However, one thing that really sucks is that NERF didn't actually include 100 hyper rounds with the Mach-100. They only included 80. If there's anything that I don't like about the Hyper series, it's definitely that. Like, that's probably the one thing that I just really do not like about the Hyper series, because it's not just with this blaster too. The other blasters also don't include enough ammo to completely fill it. However, I did actually grab a couple of the 100 round refill canisters, which is definitely great, so I can actually fill this blaster up all the way, and other Hyper blasters that I get. However, these things are actually kind of expensive. Running at $20, you get 100 rounds, which I guess isn't that bad. And plus it comes in this canister, like this is like an official canister. You can actually attach this to the Hyper Blasters and, you know, get some quick reloading, which is definitely pretty good, I'd say. And you are getting 100 of these rounds, but like 20 bucks? I don't know, man. That's a bit much. Here we have the grip. Now, it's definitely not all that comfy, but I think I still like it. But back here, we do have the stock, and this is actually a pretty comfy stock. And this, like, cheek rest right here, I'd say is a pretty good cheek rest, and overall, it does feel pretty good to hold. If we take a look at the left side of the blaster, we can see that there is a safety. So when you push it down, it is now in the locked position, and you cannot pull the trigger. And we also have the jam door, so if you ever have a jam, you can open that up and clear out any jams. And also, I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate this beautiful paint job. As you can see, we actually got paint on both sides, which is something that I really like about Hyper, is that they're actually putting in the paint. Like, it even has the NERF Hyper logo on that side, and this is really refreshing to see that Hasbro is actually giving us some good paint jobs. And also, all of the gray that you see has this really cool faux, like, carbon fiber design on it, which I just really love. That's another thing that I love about the Hyper Blasters. is the cool carbon fiber kind of look. And overall, this thing looks awesome. I really think that these Hyper Blasters look great. Also, just to show how you put on the canisters, you basically just snap it on the rail just like that, and then, you know, when you need these rounds, you can just pop it off like so, and there you go. And that is all for the external overview. Let's see what this thing can do on the firing range. So would I recommend getting the NERF Hyper Mach-100? I would definitely say yes. I think that this thing is pretty awesome, and really my only two complaints are that, one, this thing should have had 100 rounds. Like, come on, Hasbro. Second of all, I think it would have been a lot cooler if this thing had a rechargeable battery, kind of like the Percy's. I just think it would have been smarter, but I suppose that's not really that big of a deal. Either way, it seems like it's a pretty good NERF blaster, good quality, and it's pretty fun. And that concludes my unboxing and review on the NERF Hyper Mach-100. See you guys later.